Hey guys, welcome back once again on my marriage story, how it ended and why it ended. If you're a young girl, there's no need for you to be in your husband's house, running your mouth, dragging and rubbing shoulder, all these things we women we do. You know we do this actually, you know we do it. We don't listen, we argue, we are challenging, that kind of thing. I say, if you are the kind of person who wants to remain married, you want to hear what people say, they talk this about you, now you're not married, anything that will disturb you in this relationship, that will bother you so much that you think your life is not going to remain the same, I say the best thing for you to do is to just cool down, mellow down, do what the man asks you to do. Because it's not going to be easy to leave that person, even to stay as a single parent, because I've tried them both. Getting married and at the same time staying as a single mother is not really easy. There's no way you're going to say that person that was visiting in your life, that person was not contributing something in your life. There must be something, even if he's just talking to you. It's enough. I'm saying this because in anything you do with a man, if you're still in secondary school, you got pregnant, even when you're outside secondary school, you are already over 30. Even in your life, the whole life history of a woman, anything you do with a man, I think it's you who is losing. Because you're pregnant, it's you who is there with the child. The man is always free to do anything he wants to do, so you will be the loser. So if you don't really want to be a single lady fighting to get married again, looking for somebody to hang out with in future, better for you is to stay in your marriage and take whatever it is that you're seeing there, if you are the type. You know, I really came here to let you know that there are some mistakes we make in life, and I want people to learn from my mistakes. I said I'm going to be like a model for this relationship, that you will learn from my mistakes, so that when you're planning yours or when you're in yours, you won't make the same mistake. That's why I'm here. It's not all about coming out and saying, oh, my marriage is over. No, it's you learning. I don't want you to feel the kind of pain I felt. I don't want you to feel so much pain that you think, oh, this person who is alive, you are mourning the person as though the person is dead. Because you know that person is not going to be there and existing in your life again. Because it wasn't really easy for me. But these are some things that was hard for me to say, let me just erase this person out of my life. I've been trying to do this over the years. It's not really easy, no matter how it sounds for you. So I'm the kind of person who always say bye-bye to people. It matters so much for me to have what I needed, what was my aim, what I thought in my mind. I still think, not thought, I still stand to it. There are some things I need in a relationship, that when that relationship is going on, I must have certain things. This relationship must have certain things. I'm not talking about money, like I've told you guys before. I'm not talking about money. And if that relationship is not going like that, then it's no longer for me. I know that relationship will be over. Because as a woman, if you get to find yourself where you do not want to be, this is why some women have change of mind and decide to go back to the marriage and start begging, pleading, calling people for help. Oh, please help me beg him. Please help me beg him. Somehow I had it all planned out in my head, what my marriage will be like. If I marry somebody here in Europe, what will it be like? I took time to study the kind of person I am, what will be good for me, and I concluded years back that this relationship will work out for me with somebody who is from here in Europe than somebody who is from Africa. Because I'm the kind of person, I always like to live that way I want to live. And the other things surrounding African marriage might not really be for me. I'm not saying African marriage is bad. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying what would be good for me. Because entering this relationship, I knew from what I've seen already in Africa that this marriage, I might have small problems, which they even warned him about before we started the relationship. That this my marriage will have some problem. And some of those problems are going to come from me, which I said I'm not going to talk much about somebody. I'm going to talk much about myself. Just for you to know, let it not be that somebody come out and say, oh, I'm divorced now. I am no longer in my marriage. Like it's sweet. Oh, this is what I wanted. Oh, yeah, I've made it. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you knowing what is going to happen. It's good for you to foresee how your life is going to be. So that when it happened, you won't be all that hot. Yeah, was I hot? Yes, I was hot. Did I cry? Yes, I cried so much. I even cried like I needed to take something. But thank God, I saw this coming. So I worked on it for a long time to know how it can carry me. Because it's not good when this thing happens, you're so devastated. They need to call doctor for you because you can no longer move forward. Or you think the world is finished. There's no need for you to do things you normally do because of a relationship. This is what somebody should plan. Every day you wake up, you just look at that person. Look at that person. Even if the relationship is not going to finish, you just look at that person. In case one day that person is no longer there, what will I do? So I started enduring it. When the relationship finished, I started like a kind of mourning. This is what it feels like me, because for somebody who is still alive, you wouldn't be crying this much. It wouldn't pain you this much. Every day I ask myself, what is in this guy that I can't do without? What is in him that I can't do without? So these questions you have to ask yourself whenever you're shaking your head, you're being stubborn, you're doing anything that will oppose, that will challenge that your position in that person's life. You should already think, what if that is not? You have to compare this, what I want, and what the guy wants. This marriage, the way I want to have it, what I wish to have, how I want to be treated, whatever is it that I desire in my life to have in a relationship. Am I going to get it? Or am I going to sacrifice it for having this person here? You have to know what you want. And whatever you want, let it be something that you will do for so long. Let it not be something that you will do at the time you get tired of doing it. So I am so happy. I'm so excited that I was able to stay till this time. And somebody who you never expected to get married to. Someone who you think is not ever going to happen. This marriage is not ever going to take place because this is a stranger you just met. Nothing concerns you and the person. From nowhere, you start asking God. I'm talking about me now. I started begging God, said, God, please dash me this guy. Maybe I made some mistakes in my prayers. You know, some time ago, I called him, I said, it's like when we ask God for something, there are some mistakes we make. Like, most times we ask God, please give us riches, instead of asking God to give us money, to give us cash. And what we really need is cash. We need cash to be able to buy things we need. Then we go to God, we start asking God, please, make me rich. Then God will look for a way to make you rich, give you the wisdom, give you the light, connect with people. But somehow you are rich, but you lack cash because you asked God for the wrong thing. You didn't ask God exactly what you wanted. When I was asking God, please dash me this guy. If you are asking God to dash you one man, just like I asked God, I said, God, please dash me this guy. God, just close your eyes, forget everything and dash me this guy. This will be story for another day. And God, dash me this guy. Maybe the mistake I made was to ask God, please, for how long will you dash me this guy? So I said, dash me the guy. God gave me 20 years. But maybe I didn't say, God, dash me this guy forever. I'm telling you, this thing I'm saying might not be making sense to you. If you pray to God to say, God, make me rich. Say, God, give me money. God, give me cash so that I will use the cash to do what I want. Don't just say, God, give me riches. So when you ask for God to give you a husband, say, God, please give me a husband that will stay for me, that will live long. For living long, I prayed for him. I prayed also, I said, that was when we married, but I didn't say, God, give him to me to live long. I said, God, I don't want to see this guy buy in my hand. I can't just imagine this guy buying in my hand. I one day they will tell me, oh, your husband has pie. God forbid. I said, God, I don't want this. But I refused to. I forgot not to refuse. I forgot to ask God to please give me this kind and please let it be forever. God, seal this relationship. Let it be forever. No, I only ask every time I need and I say, God, this guy has no business with me. This guy does not like me, does not want me. We never marry somebody like me because I had already a child from another place. I said, God, please, just dash me this guy. Forget whatever my sin is, stubbornness, whatever. Just dash me this guy. And God somehow dashed this guy to me. And I got the guy. But it didn't last. So, in my process of, worrying and crying about not having this guy, that's when this thought came to me and said, but you didn't say how long. So I'm not agreeing with God at all. Just like I'm not angry with him when I said, God, I wanted twins. When I later realized that maybe I'm not strong enough to handle the matter concerning twins. So I'm not angry with God. God gave me what I asked. And he said, this is how long it will last. But if somebody will be able to borrow you something, dash you something that lasted for 20 years, oh my God, you should be more than grateful. I should be grateful. I gave birth to some children from this guy. I was able to live as a grown woman, to have that time, quality time with him, just to walk around with him, move with him, live with him, not like a girlfriend, not like a partner, but like a wife. So what did I have to lose? So sometimes when you lose, try to count your blessings. Let everything not be about worrying. God did that to me. God didn't do that. God did that. Look at the things that God did for you that is good. Be a good loser, a happy loser. Lose and be very happy. Stop dragging that, give me that, give me that, give me. Don't be ungrateful. Say, God, no matter what the person takes from me, oh God, I praise you. When we are not alive, we won't have time. We won't be there to drag this and drag that from somebody. But God kept you alive, kept you healthy. What is the problem? Just show your thanks and gratefulness to God and say, God, you made it. As you count your blessings, then you also ask yourself, what is it that is in my life? Come on, what is the problem with me? What do I need to correct about myself? What do I need to adjust in some of the things I need in my life to make it in life, to be a very good person, to be accommodative, to have the possibility of living with somebody or somebody else, so that same issue I have in this relationship, that I don't go there and have it. The relationship I had that was disturbing me, that was making me shake my head, that I don't go to another place and have that relationship. Whenever relationship has ended, something is tagged in your name, or your name that says you are a divorcee, or somebody has married you before, the other person has married you, whatever. You're no longer like a young girl who wants to get married to another person. Your expectations will be reduced. Your dreams will be reduced. All that kind of things. So when we think about those things, we then try to behave a little well in our relationship, a little good in our relationship. But just like me also, when you are sacrificing something for somebody in order to have a happy home, to make that relationship to be what the man wants, do not forget yourself. Because how many years you stayed there? Like, assuming I stayed in these 20 years, very angry, that means my 20 years has lost in anger. That 20 years, I was somebody who went to prison, and I spent that 20 years in suffering. If I didn't enjoy myself, that was my 20 years wasted, not enjoyed myself. Whatever I didn't do that year, those years with this person will not be recorded because they never took place. So it will be good for me to enjoy myself. I don't mean squander the person's money. I mean, just try to have as much fun as possible so that when you sit down, you want to regret that relationship, you wouldn't just regret it so much. At least you will sit down and say, oh, I enjoyed with this person. I was happy with him. We chatted, we whatever, and I had fun. I had a piece of my own national cake from this person. Then you can move on, you see? No one is saying, oh, I struggled with the person so much, so for so many years, and now I'm going to leave the world. Whatever it is with the woman who come. Yeah. That is life. Some people might be escort. Some people might lead people. We all have our position where God has blessed us, or our mistakes has led us. Some people, we have to accept that some people might be the people who are with you when you are struggling to make it. Along the line, the person might decide to drop you and think you're not good enough, or your back character might chase you, or you also might reject the man during the time he's having some struggle, and after rising, he falls. And during that time he falls, you start saying, show him some wickedness, and you try to go away to look for something better because you can't endure again. And the man now meets somebody who is better. So these are all our chances on earth. We use it however we can, the best way to make sure that it's well with us, because either you are an escort or you are the one they will meet when they've already made it. You are an escort who was with him when he was struggling, when he had nothing. Now he is rich. Now he wants to get somebody who is poor or who is rich, but the person at the end will help him enjoy that money which you have suffered for. So sometimes we have to just accept life how it is. We can't help it. That is how it is. We have to just accept it with good heart and say this is how it is. Because if we try to accept things sometimes in good heart, God will look at us and have mercy on us and show us some grace. Because our journey cannot end where God do not want it to end. So there's no need to start making problem, quarreling, calling this person, come and catch him, come and do him this will never happen. Now I know agree, making us up and down. That will not help us. The best thing that will help us is to make sure that we are happy and that we moved forward and see what our next steps will be, where this journey is taking us, and how we are going to succeed and survive in it. That's the best thing. And realize that we have made our mistakes and we have learned our lesson. That's it. So that makes me, I would say, a happy loser. And I thank God for everything. After all, this guy was on his own. Then I started asking God to give me this guy. And this journey, I would say, we did well in it. If we can succeed to this extent, if I will be that woman who is on his side until he make it, why not? Maybe that's why God took me and put me in that position to do my own job. And he himself has done his own job to trim my character, my behavior, to become the person I am. So it's 1-1. We all help each other at a moment when we are doing anything together. As far as we are together, there must be a way we contributed in each other's life. There's no way you can be with somebody for so many years that there's nothing you did to help that person. So that is life. Let's learn from my mistakes and try to make our life a little bit more easier than complicating it. That's all I can say for now. Thank you so much for watching so far. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Thank you guys, and I love you so much. Bye. My name is Choma Subro.